5:06 a.m. You know what it's time for. Little gratitude, huh? To adjust your attitude. Also, patriotism. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Good morning. How are you? 5:07 a.m. Pre-recorded live. The first thing in the morning. The morning. Coming to you from Boston, Massachusetts, United States of America, North America, planet Earth, third rock from the sun, Sol system, outer spiral arm, Milky Way galaxy, local group, Virgo cluster, Laniakea supercluster, known universe, somewhere within the undefined, yet to be realized potentiality of the multiverse. Welcome to Live and Learn, the morning gratitude show where we wake up first thing in the morning. I roll out of bed at 3:47 a.m. now. I'm giving myself 10 extra minutes, and by next week, I think I'm going to push that up to 4 a.m. I'm going to do it. Wow, it's like 20 more minutes of sleep. Holy shit. I need the big time. Boy. Yeah. Live and learn. Something my mom always told me. One of her isms, one of her axioms. Live and learn, kid. Live and learn. That's, Well, she's got a point. You live, you learn. You learn from shit. And how are you doing today? I hope you're doing awesome. I hope everything's going your way, and I hope that you're grateful for everything. And if you're in distress or having a bad time of things, especially if you think that, you can't cope and you can't handle things, I just want to let you know that I am not a professional doctor. I have no right to tell you what to do or how to go about solving the problems of your life. You could be bleeding from an artery, and having someone suggest a Band-Aid to you is not good advice. So what I would suggest to you, if you are really, really in need, if you are really in trouble, please reach out to your doctor, get a referral, talk to a professional, perhaps get on a medication. That's what they're there for, But besides that, gratitude can help your life too when it comes to self-help and when it comes to help, self-help and then helping yourself. What the fuck, Sully? But I start off my day with a gratitude list. I've been doing a gratitude list for 5 years now, and it's made the biggest difference in my life. Seriously, the ability to literally count your blessings, it can arrest the inertia of your bad and sideways days and moments. We got an audience. This is Perry the pigeon. Perry, how are you today? You doing well? Perry's not your name? No? What do you want? You're a brave one. You're on television, on YouTube, on the Gratitude Show. But no, go. He's trying to come over and he wants to nibble at my toes. No way, man. That's for the missus. Oh, boy. Pigeons. Yeah, they live here. So I start off my morning with the gratitude list, I start off that gratitude list with a structure. I call it the Foundation 8. It used to be 5. It grew to 6. Now it's 8. It could grow even more. And it gives me a format. It gives me a discipline. It gives me structure. And the constant, the daily repetition, it really helps. And it's made the biggest difference with me. I know this is not the proper way to be doing a gratitude list, and I don't care. I took it, I innovated it, I adapted, I adjusted it to fit this individual's specific needs, and it's made a big difference. So I start off my gratitude list with, I am grateful and blessed for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. From there, I add to that, I elaborate, I build on that. It's Wednesday. Remember, it's hump day. So remember, hump this day, lest it may hump you without your consent. You know what I mean? And don't let the day Neil Gaiman you. Who's Neil Gaiman? What does it have to do with anything? Well, it's New Comic Book Day. Wednesday's New Comic Book Day. And Neil Gaiman is a comic book writer, very, very famous, very, very rich, and has gotten into some notoriety and maybe some trouble. And everyone's asking questions like, should he be in trouble? What is he in trouble for? Did he really do something awful and evil, or did everything he do, was it within the bounds of consent? Who knows? Only the people involved in those relationships knows. I'm not giving Gaiman a pass, but I'm also, wow. Eesh. He's a very rich man. Yeah. I don't know. I got no answers. All I got are more questions. But not about this. This is none of my business. None of your business, kid. Is it any of your business? So let's get on the train. Let's get to Boston and Cambridge. Alrighty. Let's grab some seat. Oof. It's 21 degrees Fahrenheit right now. So I live in a condo complex. Do you think I have to leave the water faucet on a trickle?
Next stop, Quincy Center.
Or am I going to be okay because there's always usually somebody home in one of the 6 units with their, running water or anything, you know what I mean? I have no idea. This is all new to me. Take off your hat, Sully. You're indoors. That's fucking cold out there, man. Have a prayer for the unhoused population. Maybe they can go to California, where the government will, take great care of them. And they won't have to have, winter. Ooh, yay. I hope you're having a great morning. I hope you're having and that extends to your entire day. Yeah, it's Wednesday. It's hump day. That means hump this day, lest it may hump you without your consent. And we just covered some of that Neil Gaiman stuff. We'll cover more of that on Sunday during the Super Sully Sunday stream. And we're going to hear all the cries from the woke right about degeneracy. Ah, you degenerates. Ah, you degenerates. Ah. Someone's going to clip that, and I'm going to get famous. Internet famous for 2 days. But maybe our subs will go up. Also, it's New Comic Book Day. Wednesday is New Comic Book Day, so I'll be hitting my comic book shop right after work, and I will be getting my new comics. Ooh. Wow, does it really take that long?
Entering Quincy Center.
Be a grown-up. Have a handkerchief. Don't wipe your nose on your sleeves, on your cuffs. What are you, a child? What are you, 8 years old? Don't do it. Be a grown-up. If you are a grown-up. If you're over the age of 18. I think the voting age should go up to 21. I hear all these states are like, let's give children the right to vote. 16. No. Because that's the end result of grooming. You need to give kids some opportunity to grow up, develop their opinions, to be educated. They're not fully baked yet. That's why you have ages of consent and laws
Wollaston.
like that, where like you don't take advantage of children. And children can be easily taken advantage of. Like, oh wow, we have an army of 16-year-olds. And Taylor Swift has told them all who to vote for. They didn't do any of their own background work. They're just doing what they're told to do because it's popular. Well, that explains a lot of adults too, doesn't it? But no, you should raise the age to 21. Maybe some kind of citizenship test as well. You know, seriously, people that come to this country to get their green cards, they have to pass a citizenship test. And I bet you that recent new citizens of the United States know more about civics and how the government is run than people that live here and that were born here. They don't. We used to call it social studies in grammar school, where they would tell you about, the bicameral legislature, the working parts of the federal government, the executive, the judiciary, and the legislative, being the presidency, the Supreme Court, and Congress, and then the checks and balances, and how the fourth estate, is that what it is that the free press, which keeps everything in check with transparency and journalism and the freedom of the press and the freedom of free speech. These are the working parts, and then I don't know. I don't have answers. All I have are more questions. Did I get a good night's sleep? Mostly.
Entering Wollaston.
I woke up to pee about maybe 2 a.m. or so. I couldn't get back to sleep. I tried. I think I came very close to it. I want some kind of new invention, some kind of trap door in my bed, in my mattress, where I can, have a pee and not have to get up and disturb my sleep cycle. Oh, yeah.
Next stop, North Quincy.
Keeping my eyes peeled. Unhoused people, they look at you like you're a human resource. They do, because you are. Don't be a mock. Don't be a sucker. Keep your head up. Keep your eyes up. I know it's so hard these days. Everybody has their eyes down on their phone. Most people. And so if somebody is like, a professional kind of advantage taker, I offer you a subway car full of people that are looking down at their phones, oblivious to somebody that's made you their mark. I don't know. I'm not telling you how to live. Did I have a solid breakfast. Yeah, kind of. Like I'm trying to like eat less. You know, it's just so I am so overweight, and it's like it's all within my power to do something about. So I can't complain about it. You know, I did it to myself, I guess. I can get myself out of it. So I'm doing like intermittent fasting during
Entering
the
North
day.
Quincy.
So I'll have a very smaller breakfast, usually like 3 or 4 bites of my over sugared, bad for you processed food, but I can't get enough of it. Yeah, a parfait cup I get from my Star Market, my grocery store.
Next stop,
It's got layers of
JFK UMass.
like pound cake, lemon curd, and whipped topping. And they're for $2.99. I grabbed 2 of them. Usually one with chocolate. That disappears in 1 or 2 sittings. But the lemon one, it's just like it's like kind of like a lemon donut almost, or a piece of lemon cake in a cup. But it's so sugary, so it just gives you just a little bit of sugar, a little, and I have I have a half French press full of Dell's coffee, and but yeah, 3 or 4 bites of this parfait, and it's just like, okay, that's enough. They literally last me a few days. So that's my solid breakfast, and then I can live off the fat of my fat, the fat of the land. But I made a huge, then I won't eat all day, which is kind of misleading too, because occasionally, like one of my friends will come by with a snack, and I'm like, here, have half, and I'm like, oh, I'm trying to diet. He's like, come on, help me out here. I can't eat the whole thing. I want to waste food. And I'm like, oh. I know. But blessings and gratitude. I mean, I'm so blessed and grateful. And it's not about like some kind of privilege or superiority or, advantage or leverage. It doesn't matter to anyone else but me. I mean, I could be wallowing in self-pity and emo shit and misery and anger. You choose the subs. Sometimes it's just a reaction. You just have to, but to stay there and dwell on it and let it affect not just your life, but the people around you. I mean, there's a better way. And gratitude gives you purpose. It gives you a better perspective. It makes you realize that you got more going on in your life than the negative self-talk is trying to convince you. As I like to say, I don't have any answers. I don't have many answers. All I have are more questions. That's a good thing. So yeah, I woke up just a little tired. But I'm still grateful and blessed for it. I'm not being a spoil sport. I got several hours of uninterrupted sleep from 9 to 2. That's 10, 11, 12, 1. It's at least 5 hours of solid, uninterrupted sleep. I mean, that's wonderful. I want more. Sure, I'm a little bummed I couldn't get back to sleep. Oh, and here we go. All those headlights stretched down Interstate 93. 5:30 in the morning. Wow. And the day is just beginning. A red day, a solid day. Ere the sun rises. And I hope the audio is doing okay. Try not to speak too loudly. You know, it's like, I mean, it's the first thing in the morning. You gotta be kind and you gotta be kind to the people around you. Don't be annoying if you can help it. I mean, you're not a baby, you're not a child squalling on the fucking. Imagine being, you know, that parent on an airplane, and your kids' ears are popping and they don't know what to make of it, and all they can do is squall and cry. And then you got someone like me who's got no kids and very little empathy for that shit. Exactly, huh? Whatever happened to drugging your children? I mean, in a good way.
Entering JFK
Rub some
UMass.
Jamesons on their gums, right? the old Irish way to help the baby with the teething. Oh, their teeth are coming through. Oh, rub some Jamesons on their gums. Oh, and it's nap time for baby. You'll end up like Drew Barrymore and have cirrhosis by the time you're 9. I don't think Drew Barrymore had cirrhosis. That's a joke. The hashtag satire, please, in Minecraft. So, did you watch Tim Pool? Oh, did you watch Brett Cooper? Did you watch Alex Stein? Who are the major talking heads of the left? Are there there's got to be plenty of people on the left that but I don't like listening to them. I mean, they're no fun. But guess what? The people on the right aren't either. It's like my entire algorithm thinks I'm a MAGA. And I'm not. I'm just as adjacent to them as I am to the people
Next
on the
stop,
far left, though.
Andrew.
That's what you get for being in the middle. Oh, you're sitting on the fence. You're not taking a side. You're damn right. Look at allies. Oh, be an ally. Well, remember, Germany was the ally to the Soviet Union under a pact, and they still fucked them anyway because of being needy. But that was World War II. I mean, husbands and wives. Oh, there's my childhood bedroom. Aw. Husbands and wives break their oaths and vows all the time. And divorce. I mean, hey, weren't they supposed to be allies? Didn't they have a treaty, a contract? But I am grateful and blessed. I really am. It's such a cold day. So grateful and blessed for my Columbia storm coat and my non-down feathered vest. I am so allergic to down feathers, it's not even funny. I don't travel very well because it's like the first thing I do when I get to a hotel. Did you change? I put in a note that I can't have feather. I get to my room. Oh boy, there's down feathers everywhere. Can you do something about this room so it doesn't fucking kill me? I haven't been to the emergency room with asthma
Entering
in 22
Andrew.
years. I used to go to the hospital all the time with my asthma. It's because I had a cat. And I am deathly allergic to cats. It was a hard reminder.
No smoking,
I
please.
had a cat. Here's the deal, okay? In my mid-20s, I had a girlfriend. And, oh no, I'm going to prove how much of a degenerate I am right now. I'm going to prove that I'm going to hell. I'm going to prove that other people, especially on the right, who are better than me, now have some leverage to hold over me and saying that you're going to hell, Tony. No, that's from Sopranos. But we got knocked up,
Broadway.
and we used our power of choice, and, well, I don't have children. I don't have any kids, so what do you think we did? But she was distraught, and because it is an emotional thing, and it's invasive, and it's terrifying, and there is, just because you do something like that doesn't mean you're free from the weight of the morality that comes with it, all right? I mean, she was a senior in college, you know what I mean? And it just wasn't. But what did she do? She got a kitten. She brought a kitten home. The kitten was so small. We had to feed it. Like milk and a turkey baster. And we were so lucky we had to send it back to its mother for a couple of weeks. And the mother accepted the kitten, and then we got him back. But we thought it was a girl for a couple of weeks.
Broadway.
The kitten's crawling all over me. You know, cats put their asses in your face. It's a sign of love or superiority. When I look at them, I'm reading something. I'm like, Millie, get your ass out of my... And I'm like, whoa, Millie, you're a boy cat. They just popped out one day. Boom. There you go. You've got testicles. And, but how could I say no to that? I mean, like, oh, geez, she brought a cat home. But then I started going to the hospital again with bad asthma. Oh, she was a junior in college. And that was in our first apartment.
Next stop, South Station.
And then we moved around the corner when she was a senior. We lived in Beacon Hill. Yeah. But that's how I got my cat, Millie Grace. Named after a fish song. But I was so allergic to my own best. It was like the old story, like, oh my gosh, my nemesis was my best friend. And I loved that cat. That cat loved me. And so she graduated, moved back to San Francisco, and I was stuck with the cat. So in my next relationship, you know, it's my cat, my girlfriend, and then 5.5 years later, you know, she leaves me for somebody else. She had every right to, because I was such a bad person. No, well, I mean, I had issues, and you know what I mean? Chicks have motivations, man. It's all water under the bridge. That was 22 years ago. We're still thinking about that? Not really, huh? But I'm blessed and grateful that she took the cat, because I couldn't take the cat with me. And
Entering South Station.
I know the cat had a good life and was well loved. I am grateful and blessed for that.
Rail in the Silver Line.
But once the cat was gone, I stopped going to the hospital with asthma attacks. I'm like, oh my gosh. Live and learn, huh? Indeed. I'm grateful for pets. I'm grateful for people. I'm grateful for lots of things. And I'm also going to wrap up the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. Happy New Comic Book Day. Happy Hump Day. Hump this day, lest it may hump you without your consent. Or maybe some kind of Neil Gaiman kind of consent, where it's not really consent, more of just like, hey, let me test the waters and see how much I can get away with, you know?
Next stop,
Oh,
downtown
man.
Crossing.
Well, have a good one. Thank you for tuning in to to Live and Learn, the Gratitude Morning Show. And we will see you tomorrow. Tune in Saturday for Wes at Thinking Critical for Comics Aficionados, 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern. I'll post the link when it goes up. We have Sunday, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern is the Super Sully Sunday stream, where we review all the comic books that we read this week and all the news.
Downtown Crossing.
Diamond, the distributor, is filed for bankruptcy, Chapter 11.
Change here for
Neil
the Orange
Gaiman,
Line.
In hot water. Yeah, lots to talk about, huh? And also all week, gratitude. All right. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. We will see you with more videos. Thanks. Bye-bye.